Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I do these videos just to educate women more on your health, whole food nutrition, how to align it with your bodies and your hormones to get and keep a better result, one that you can make these easy lifestyle changes to hold on to for good. I'm the author of the books, The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution. Both are on Amazon now. You can get these, Kindle and paperback, which is exciting. And I also do the 12-week challenge, which is a one-on-one opportunity of working with me to help guide you through all of these things about eating for your hormones and your cycle. So here's a journal that, custom-made journal goes along with it that you get sent when you join the 12-week challenge. Really exciting. Host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution. And I have some amazing podcast interviews coming up, so really excited about that. And YouTube channel, Dr. Beth Westy, so subscribe to that to stay updated on everything, all the goings-ons. Now, the one thing I want to talk about is I've gotten a lot of questions from women, I feel like in the past 2 days on this. All of a sudden it's been like, oh my gosh, how do I do this? How do I get my body to burn more fat? And women seem to be kind of obsessed with fat burning. And there's a ton of misinformation out there, or half information, right? I don't want to say it's just not good information, because that's not true. There's pieces of it that are true. There's pieces of it that are accurate for women. But for women, our bodies are so different physiologically, and we also just function differently than the male body does. And the picture that we're given oftentimes, what we're shown, what is researched on, is always men. So when we're reading articles, when we're seeing something or looking at statistics on, oh, this is how this pre-workout works and it's going to help you burn more fat, I'm like, yeah, but that's for men, not for women. What we know about the female body is that it burns fat very differently from the male body. The male body can burn fat all day long. The female body gets a maximum of a 3-hour time frame, maximum. And that's if all systems are go. That's if you're nutritionally timing everything perfectly. That's if you're getting enough sleep, getting enough, rest, and you're not overstressed. Great. Otherwise, our bodies just aren't designed to burn fat all day long. So things to think about are, what can you do to optimize that as much as possible, or maybe tap into that point a couple of times during the day, or not even during the day, right? It's more about that bigger picture. What are you doing throughout the week, throughout the month, to optimize when your body can burn fat? Because our bodies are just not designed to do that primarily. Our bodies are designed to actually store fat. So to force our system to be in fat burning all the time has long-term endocrine results that are not beneficial for us. Meaning, if you try and be in fat burning all the time or ketosis all the time, that's going to screw up your hormones long-term. Yeah, not good. So what do we do about that? Making sure we're just being good to our systems and incorporating the appropriate things at the right time. Of course, everybody will say, oh, eat healthy and work out and you should be good. But again, our bodies are not designed to be fat burning all the time. So it is a very different ballgame when we look at the female body. Here are things that absolutely help with women to getting our systems to be fat burning. First one is just increasing your protein. Getting more protein. If you don't get enough protein, you're not able to level blood sugars, you're not able to support regular hormone production, all these other things. And oftentimes I recommend protein pacing. And in the 12-week challenge, this is something I help you with specifically. I help you choose the right amount of protein for you, for your body, your goals, your activity level, your stress level, because that also is really important. You get that custom made for you in the 12-week challenge. So here's what I'll do. I'll put this wait list right here. You guys can get on the wait list for the next 12-week challenge. I only work with a certain number of women at once because I do want to make sure that I dedicate my time to working with you so that you get and keep the best results possible. But increasing that protein is one of the number one things. Yes, and again, in the 12-week challenge, you can click on the wait list, get a sneak peek behind the scenes of it. But not just increasing, but different types of protein, making sure you're getting enough amino acids, etc. And the next one is intermittent fasting. This is a common tactic, just a hot topic nowadays. And yes, there are different ways you can intermittent fast that will help you burn more fat, but I teach you how to do intermittent fasting for women, for the female body, and how to make sure your body doesn't get nutritionally depleted. Because if you are nutritionally depleted, it doesn't matter how many times you go through intermittent fasting, it's not going to give you the right result. Yeah, you're going to be like, I'm doing all this fasting stuff and nothing's changing. What? Yeah, you're nutritionally depleted. Of course, you can't intermittent fast and it's not going to work. carb cycling, another thing that I teach you about to help your system burn carbs. As your hormones change, you will also burn carbs differently. So it's important that you're helping your system burn more carbs. And for the female body, when we're under stress, our body reacts to stress differently and it just craves carbs. So again, doing carb cycling is a great way to help work with your system to burn more fat in general. A nutrient flood. Again, our bodies and systems get nutrient depleted. So I don't want to say easily, but it's stress, right? Hormonal things, being on birth control, having children, right? All this stuff. And it doesn't happen necessarily right away. Stress, trauma, all that stuff. It can just leach the nutrient from your body. So how is your system supposed to process hormones and increase metabolism if it doesn't have enough nutrient built up? One of the things, I've got some amazing podcast episodes coming up. So again, like I said, if you are not subscribed to the podcast, do so right now. Like, pause the video that you're watching, pop over to the Female Health Solution podcast, subscribe, because there are some amazing episodes I have coming out and teaching you more about health, nutrition, fitness, everything. One of the things with nutrient flood that I hear a lot from women is that they're like, oh, if I didn't work out today, I shouldn't eat as much. I shouldn't eat the protein and things every day, because if I didn't work out today, I shouldn't eat. I'm like, no. When you're working out today, what your body's mostly relying on for nutrient is what you had yesterday. So if you're like taking the day off just because you didn't work out that day, yeah, you're screwing up your whole system. And little things like that can actually slowly start to deplete your system of the vital nutrients that it needs to help maintain everything easily. So doing a nutrient flood is really important to make sure your system has enough of everything it needs. Yes, you can get some from food. Yes, you can, use supplements to help get there as well. That's really, really important. But this is a really key thing. And oftentimes just shifting this, super easy to do. It's not hard, right? You just have to do it, get enough nutrients in your system. Game changer. One of the fastest things that turns things around for women. And then another one here. Again, this is not exclusive, right? This list can go on and on. And in the 12-week challenge, I teach you so many things. All of these things, like 8 times more than this. How to deal with stress, how to deal with sleep, how to do all these things better. But also eating for your cycle and hormones. Eating for your hormones, what they are now. Eating for estrogen so that you can maximize estrogen in your system. Eating for progesterone so progesterone works better with your system. Eating for your hormones, shifting and changing things up so your body doesn't acclimate, so you're continually pushing your metabolism forward to make it work harder for you. All at the same time as helping your system manage that shift and change in hormone. Managing things like PMS symptoms, managing things way better, right, than having terrible periods. If you're like, oh, when my period comes, it lays me out for 2 days, or I have these terrible cramps, or it's just awful. Yes, you can work on that and get a healthier body and get your body to burn more fat all at the same time, right? Doesn't happen overnight, which is why I have a 12-week challenge. It takes you through 12 weeks of working on your system week by week by week, making sure you're implementing exactly what your system needs to make this big shift and change. So I'm really excited about it. I can't wait for the next challenge to start. Some really fun stuff that I have going on with it as well. So again, there's that wait list in the comments. Click it, join it. It's totally free. It gives you a sneak peek. If you guys have any questions though, again, don't hesitate to reach out. I've been getting a lot of questions through Messenger, through Instagram, everything. That's wonderful. Please don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions. I'm more than happy to be a resource for you. So just let me know if you have anything specific. I'd be more than happy to answer it. All right, that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you later.